It's a little out of focus. Hi, Dawn here. I'm going to see if I can't get that into focus here. It's really in focus on my other thing here. Not sure what's going on there. Why would that not be in focus? So now I feel like it's the YouTube thing. Nope, my hand is in focus. Okay, well, let's see what we get here. Let's see if I can adjust some things. Drives me crazy. Anyway, down here, I'm an artist, and I have Aphantasia. For those of you who might be just stumbling across one of these videos which are not in focus. Sorry. And anyway, so aphantasia is the inability to bring up mental images to do with memories and objects and all kinds of stuff. And so I'm going to peel this off. I put some gloves on today because so I wouldn't get fingerprints on this like I did last time. Although it didn't seem to affect it much because I'm using oil paint. And this is an aluminum panel. I'm sure it's pretty noisy. It's very thin and it is double-sided, but I'm going to just leave the plastic on the other side for protective coating. So just to protect the back. Not that I'll ever get. Oh, there we go. I might do something with this today, but I doubt it. And I have my list of things here, of tools. And what I am doing is I am going to adjust this first. And adjust the camera too a little bit, see if that helps. Sometimes you should think about these things ahead of time, maybe. May end up moving this further back. See if I can do that without blocking the view. Oops. Change the camera here a little bit. Hopefully I'm not in the way too much. Whoa. And so there's a couple of different tools that I'm thinking about doing is a whisk and a pliers and a cheese grater and a tape measure, but I might put the tape measure on a square format. I think the pliers could be kind of fun and the whisk could be kind of fun. And I'll see if I can't get two of them drawn out today. And then maybe I'm not sure about tomorrow. But maybe on Wednesday then kind of paint in the basics of it. And, oh, dang it. All right. We'll have to be a little far away from. There's got to be a preset on this thing so I can make it so it's clear. So I'm still learning my software for the camera and the YouTube stuff. And getting things to coordinate. And it's a nice camera. I wish you could see the clarity it shows in the camera's little preview, because it's unbelievable. But it looks different on the YouTube. I may just have gotten it a little bit better. All right, so let's dive in. There's also a garden spade. That was kind of cool. But I think we'll do the pliers. And pliers, oh boy. And so I'm doing these objects without the object here, and without a photo reference. Oh boy. Pliers. Okay. So you know they have kind of these two little things with teeth to grab. And you're going to have a handle. I would say there's a little bit of a thing here, and maybe one of the handles is going to cross over the other one. So I think I'll wait there just a minute. Oh boy, I thought I knew what pliers look like. I feel like this comes down and out a little bit, and maybe swings out a bit more. This is a part I just have no idea, or is there kind of some grippy things in here too? So I'm going to say there's some grippy things here, but they're pretty fine. I'm doing kind of a side view, so those might not show that much, but I'll see if I can get a little bit of three-dimensionality into this. Drawing something and you know it's not right. Okay, I know there's a rivet. There's going to be a rivet right about there. And that's kind of domed, at least on one side. Maybe this goes in further. I'm pretty sure I have no idea what the pliers looks like anymore. But maybe they don't come this close together down here, I don't think. In fact, I think they might come. Let's see, you got to be able to get your hand around them. So they do come in some, but do they touch? I think they're close to touching. And I want to say there's kind of some, engraved lines, like crosshatch lines in the handles so that they don't slip out as easy. I'm not even sure which line is which, but this is the right. I think this one's right. So we're going to match that up. Okay. I feel like this is more tapered up. Now that I look at it. I don't know if that'll come out at all. Not really. A little bit. Enough to guide me through where I need to go. And I like the way that this is tapering a little bit more here. I feel like that's Is it a pliers? It's a good question. Some kind of marking up in here. I don't know what. Maybe there's just a indentation. Maybe there's a brand in there or something. How far up? Let's go. Some pliers I think have. I think I have a set that's got a little vinyl. Maybe I should do that with these. Kind of like a black vinyl. Although my pliers might not be black covered, but I think that's about right. Okay, well, all right. Gives me a start there. And we'll take off some more. I still haven't found the drill yet either. That's the hand drill. I did look at a photo though online, and there's not very many photos of the type of hand drill that I did. So I don't exactly know how close I am because they were slightly different than, but I think I missed a whole section on the hand drill where you could possibly change out the bit part, the auger kind of part of it, but not really sure. So I'll keep looking. All right, so on this one, let's see. Do we do, well, oh, I really want to do the batteries. Batteries would be so much fun. We're not doing a fencing tool. The cheese grater, the garden spade. Now I have a cheese grater. It's not one of those box ones. It's a kind of like if you were to take one side of the box. That's what I have. Measuring spoons. Garlic press. I don't know if I think I still have one. I don't know for sure. So that may be a little bit of a challenge. And I don't have a pastry cutter. But I do have tape measures. I have lots of different types of tape measures. The hand drill and the hammer we did. Oh, a medicine dropper could be kind of cool. Sure, I have one. We're not doing that. Okay. Maybe now the question is what type of battery? I do batteries. Is anybody online? No. I was going to ask if somebody had a preference. Okay. Well, interesting. So, do I do the batteries or do they? Maybe I do the cheese grater. It's going to be a doozy. I'm going to do this slightly at an angle, except for maybe I have to move this over here a little bit. And just for a quick, do I have enough room there? No, I don't have enough room. So maybe I'll just kind of, I didn't want to draw it head on, but I will kind of. So at the top and at the bottom are both kind of just a metal, kind of a thin rod, so to speak. And if I remember right, the metal is actually wrapped around it, and kind of squeezed on there somehow, the top. Portion-wise, it's somewhere in that area. If I can draw this side so it's a little straighter. And I'd say it ends about here. And again, another piece of metal rod that's twisted. So this is actually kind of divided into a little bit of a section, and I think there's a dent here, right? And it has, oh, how do I draw that? It has a kind of like a single, like if you were to shave off bigger slices of cheese. So I'll make that kind of out at an angle. It'll have to be darker under there, and that'll just be kind of dented in. So that'll have to be done with. And then the holes, oh boy, the holes, you gotta think about this. How does that create, when I'm holding it like this? Okay, so the loopy part must be at the bottom. And these are pretty big. I want to say that they're like 5 across. So then these are like this. And the kind of, yeah, so then as you grate down, when you're with your hunk of cheese, the little scoop thing catches the cheese and grates off pieces. And then, so then we have 4. I don't know if it's 6 across and 5 or 5 and 4. Oh, sorry about that. I bet it's 6 across. It's a little bit of a bump on this side too. Just going to put in 6 months. I feel like that looks better. I'll adjust those as I paint. And I also feel like that quick fix these here. That there's It starts with the 6 and ends with the 6. And I think I can, proportion-wise, I think it's okay. And I know there's some words on this thing. But what they are, if it's a brand name or if it's just like patent, but it's a patent number. We'll just put in 4/14 because that's today's date. We have no idea. Okay, so that's probably the artistic license that's a little off kilter. Maybe I can read at the dot. Need to kind of straighten this out. Be a little bit more there. Might be okay. All right. I have a cheese grater. And the pliers. Oh, I don't know about those pliers. Let's bring those backwards. It's definitely all right. Now we'll start painting these. It's already almost a half an hour. So, okay, got 2 more accomplished. So that gives me a total of 5 tools. Once I get these 2 painted, that will, I want to do 10 tools on this size here. But I have one pair of scissors done on I think it's an 8x8 canvas. And if I don't get any other tools in there, like the battery would be really good on that size. If I don't get to it, I don't get to it. I want to do the battery stuff. But it'd be nice to have a few more just, looking down the road, for exhibition wise. So there's a lot there. All right. With that, I'm going to log off.